back to another episode of the Grandstand here on the Hot Picture Education Network YouTube channel. I am, as always, your host here, the Hot Patriot, and for today's episode, we're going to talk about how Taurus, the gun company, is now teaming up with an Indian manufacturer to do joint 2A manufacturing of possibly an AR-15 is what it is, and then obviously a handgun too, it seems like. So pretty cool. I was on the firearms blog obviously a few minutes ago when NEA and then we're doing the chat up there, and then of course Matt had to leave early there, so he cut his chat about a half hour short, so which is why I'm here, obviously. But anyway, so we're good about that, obviously. We'll talk about a couple other topics too, for that matter. Specifically what's going on with our government currently, and then also the crazy shit of the New York version of the Chaz coming up pretty quick. Here's what it is, which would probably be called the Paz at the end of the day, since it's a bunch of pro-Palestine fuckfaces who are trying to make a Chaz version of shit in New York, and there's what it is now. So, yeah, start out with the other things. The topic of the day, here's what it is. We got this one from Gateway Pundit, which is Marjorie Taylor Greene holds district town hall with constituents after filing motion to vacate chair against Speaker Mike Johnson. Johnson is a fucking rhino turncoat. He has been forever, dude. He never should have been Speaker of the House. Jim Jordan was a fucking idiot to not take the speakership, honestly, at this point, and he should have many months ago is what it was, dude. I'm gonna carve these bullshit asses trying to get up in there. It should have been no shit, but Jim Jordan, nobody else, basically. And then we got let's see what else we got here now. Yeah, and then we got the thing with the pro-Palestine dipshits here, which is this video. I'm not gonna show the video, obviously, but it's basically this clip from Randy knows what it is here, where he talks about after the far left and Muslim occupiers were evicted from Zuccotti Park in Manhattan last week at their Palestine version of the Chaz, they returned with reinforcements. The occupation is still ongoing as of an hour or so ago. So, yeah, not cool, man. Yeah, we're going to see this shit. It's obviously like the, springtime at this point now. I'm sure we're going to find this shit fall into the summer and stuff like that, and there'll probably be some more fucking leftist terrorist bullshit is what it is then. So, yeah, it's funny. I feel like this one is pretty much the left in a nutshell. All the people that voted for Biden and stuff like that. So, you got the one with both her hands out, dog, then have the dog choose which one it wants is what it is. Dog's like this one, which is a single treat. And then she opens up the other hand and it's full of treats. And the dog's just like, no, I made a terrible mistake. Yeah. Just like Matt was talking about earlier, where you had that guy who was one of these Trump people and stuff like that, who he was talking about how, people are voting for Trump just because, fuck the left at this point, basically is what it is. That's the fucking thing I'm on right now, dude, honestly. It's like, yeah, fuck the goddamn left at this point, dude. It's time to get the real man back in power is what it is, not this fucking piece of shit cheater child molester named Joe Biden, who obviously fucking cheated his way into office. We have more than enough evidence to prove this shit, and yet, meanwhile, they're not allowing it to be coming out now, because if they did, it would actually prove once and for all this motherfucker should not be in power at all, and he should be in prison right now for crimes against humanity and fucking high treason and everything else like that. That's what it is, dude. So, yeah. Anyway, but anyway, go back to the story I was talking about there with the thing here with Taurus manufacturing and stuff like that in the country of India is what it is there. So we got, actually I need to physically click this off real quick because it would show people fucking with guns is what it is then, which is not going to be on there anymore. So, yeah. So it was basically this thing right here. It said Taurus teams up with Jindal Defense for a joint manufacturing project. That is a kind of a cool looking AR, honestly, right there, dude. That's a weird looking mag though in it. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, so Brazil and India are getting into business together, or rather, Brazilian firearms manufacturer Taurus, Armas SA, is going to collaborate with Indian manufacturer Jindal Defense Systems PVT Limited on a new joint manufacturing project called JD Taurus. This new cooperative endeavor is already geared up to produce firearms in India. So Taurus is a well-known name to shooters throughout the Americas. Despite its South American origins, Taurus has productions in the U.S., They actually opened a new plant in Georgia in 2019, just a few months before the shamdemic disrupted global supply chains. Says demand for firearms has risen sharply in the years since. Now Taurus will be better equipped to meet that demand, although it does not appear the new factory is intended to supply the American market, which kind of sucks, actually. But yeah, for those interested, actually, Taurus's whole origin here, they originally were in Miami, Florida, is what it was, and then the Miami, Florida area there got too expensive for them to do anything, is what it was then. I think that's what it was. You had state of Florida basically trying to charge them like crazy, and specifically Miami area there is what it was. They were being charged like a shitload of money is what it was for their area and stuff like that, for like taxation and everything else like that. So they're just like, no, we're going to go to a better place that has better, taxes, which they should have come to Ohio, honestly. I'm not even going to lie, dude. But of course, they went to Georgia because Georgia was more accepting of them at the time, whatever the case be. And DeWine's a fucking idiot, basically, is what it is. So, yeah, we could have had Taurus here in Ohio if it wasn't for dipshits like Mike DeWine and fucking idiot before him, John Kasich, who's an even more anti-gun sack of shit, basically. So I really hope I can win the governorship in 2 years, dude. Because if I can, like, I would be the first pro to a Ohio governor in like legit over a century is what it is then. So, anyway. But anyway, here we are. It said the team up with Jindal Defense is a 51-49% split, with Taurus being the 51% of the thing. There's what it is. So it seems that Taurus is supposed to provide the know-how, while Jindal Defense provides the manufacturing capability in India. Said they're already beginning manufacturing firearms in India under the new JD Taurus banner at a new factory in India's Hayata State. The factory is supposed to cover 2 acres and includes a firing range to allow for quality assurance testing. That's cool. See, that's the one thing a lot of these companies don't do across the earth is what it is, dude. They don't bother having a firing range on site is what it is there, which they should, obviously. And this was obviously, I think this was the one that they produced in India this was one of the firearms they produced in Taurus's Brazilian factories back in the day is what it was there, which I think this is similar to the one that they had for police is what it is over in that country, which people talked about this particular gun here, and it was, it would have basically been on the same price point as the G3C and stuff like that's what it is, but it would have had like a slightly higher capacity then. I think it was like 17 or 18 plus 1 or something like that what it is then. So, yeah, it said, well, it seems the factory is aimed at the production of military firearms. There is also a plan to make civilian firearms, too, according to the JD Taurus thing. There's what it said. So, yeah, it's a new plant as part of India's national plan to develop its own domestic firearms industry. A quick run-through the JD Taurus website seems to indicate the new factory will focus on modern semi-automatic firearms, with pistols, a PCC, and an AR pattern rifle marketed towards security forces, and a .32 caliber revolver and pistol marketed towards civilians. Old-fashioned firearms like the classic R92 rifle are not listed yet, and given the market demand for more modern pistols and rifles, it seems unlikely to expect that to change. So starting out, as the plant comes online, the plan is to build 25,000 to 30,000 firearms over the next fiscal year. According to India strategist, said long-term, the plan is for the Indian factory to focus on defense contracts. Production capability is supposed to hit 250,000 firearms a year, and with Taurus aiming for military deals in Asia, they'll need that capability. That's cool, man. That's cool. So basically, they're trying to make legal arms is what it is here. I want to see the stuff here with the PCC and stuff. Okay, so this is the rifle then. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, so I was right. That handgun is a 17 plus 1 capacity then. Then they got some other stuff here too, which is the JD Taurus T4 5.56, which has that weird mag in it then. And then we got a JD Taurus T9, which is a looks like an AR with a big ass Glock mag in it or something. And then we got the other one that was that JD Taurus TS 9C is what that's called, and it's a 13 plus 1 round capacity. So actually, that's what that one was. That one that I showed earlier there on the other photo here. So this is a right now here. Nope, did I ever click off the other thing? Must have actually. So yeah, that one that had a longer magnet was a 13 plus 1 capacity then. None of these have prices on them, by the way. So, so yeah, this is the one that's a 17 plus 1. That's the 13 plus 1 with that extended mag is what it is, which I assume the extended mag maybe is 17 plus 1. Would that be the case then? So without the extension, it has like 13 plus 1 capacity, then it would be. And then here's that weird ass GD Taurus T4 and 5.56. That's a weird looking grip on that, dude. It's like almost a quad rail or something like that, dude, which would hurt your fucking hand, by the way, if you're putting your hand right there. So, yeah, that's almost like a PCC AR almost right there. And then that T9. That thing looks fucking crazy, dude. That almost looks like an SBR PCC, honestly, dude. So, I could see that being used by, like, I don't know, some kind of like obviously the rifle would be used for, military is what it is, and then this T9 here is what it is, would probably be used for, like, I don't know, some kind of like I'm trying to think, maybe like cops or something, maybe, or something like that, since they're going for like contracts and shit. I'm going to look at some of this more on here's what it is, just to make sure there's no pricing. Here's what it is then. Okay. Let's see. So that T9, that weird ass looking PCC is what it is there. It is a 5.5 inch. Okay, it's a 9 mil. Okay, that's given. It says total weight without magazine is 5.3 pounds. 32 round. Oh, okay. So the fire selector is safe, semi-auto, and then auto. So okay, it does have full auto capabilities. That's fucking cool, man. That is badass, bro. That is fucking cool. All right, let's see what it says here. Let's see. The JD Taurus T9 machine pistol is what they call it right now. Which, by the way, for those interested, that used to be what they called stuff like BARs and stuff like that back in the day, was like machine rifles is what it is. Back before the whole National Firearms Act became a thing in this country. So, by the way, there's no prices on these, so I'm going to go ahead and just show this again here. That is a fucking cool looking gun, dude. I'm not even going to lie. That does look badass. I would rock the shit out of this gun, except I would want a different pistol grip on. That's what it is there, because I hate those fucking A2 grips. That's what it is, man. I don't understand those are still fucking like the standard, dude, is what it is. Like, you should have like some kind of mag pull as the fucking steering on any of these things. It doesn't matter what the fucking country is, dude. But then you got your little, underneath there for a place to clip your shit at. And then you got the one on the back there to clip your thing into as well, is what it is. So that's cool. So you have your little sling or whatever it is then. So yeah, you got safe, semi, and then full auto. Yeah, I'd rock the shit out of this fucking gun, dude, if they had it here in America. It'd be fucking cool. Although I'm not really, like, that's the thing, right? Like, I'm not really a fan of how they have that, like, the clip thing on the under thing. There's what it is, though, because technically, if I would want to have something there, what I would want to have is specifically with that short of a barrel and stuff. I'd want to have like a fucking stopper right there, dude. Because that's what you need right there, is like some kind of a stop thing is what it is then, because most time you're not really going to put your hand on the fucking, like right there where the mag well is and shit. So yeah, let's check out some of the other cool ones on that. Wow, it really does fold out, doesn't it? I feel like you would make that a little longer of a barrel though, like 5.5 inches, really? Like, could you not make it like a 7 or an 8 inch or something, dude? Jesus. Yeah, that seems like a really short barrel on that, dude. It does look cool though. It honestly looked like the way that that's like shrouded too inside of the mag, inside of the I was gonna say mag well, but that's not what it is. Inside of the handguard there, it actually looks very futuristic for that matter. Like, it looks like something you'd rock like against the Terminators and shit like that in the future or something. Yeah, it looks fucking cool, bro. I don't think there's any more after that. No, it's the last one. Yeah, it looks really fucking cool. Yeah, according to what it says here, yeah, it says JD Taurus T9 machine pistol is a state-of-the-art firearm designed for security forces. So yeah, that's like cops and military and stuff like that. Then that'll be the case. So it would basically be like your checkpoint gun is what I'm guessing, honestly, on that one. Because you know how back in when we had all the 20-year war there in Afghanistan and all these other Middle Eastern countries and stuff like that. That would basically be the kind of guns that they would hand these dudes that were the I'm trying to remember which one was which, honestly, because I know it was like there was blue and there was green. I forget which one we were is what it was, but there was always like it was either green on blue attacks or blue on green attacks, and it was always like the people that were the Middle Easterners that we were trying to basically give the ability to basically take over for the shit that was there. They were always attacking U.S. forces, what it was then. And yeah, that would be the kind of guns we give them there. So it would be like some kind of a quote unquote machine pistol or whatever. So it'd be like basically like a full auto 9mm instead of like a 5.56 or whatever the case be. So, which makes sense because that would be what you'd have for Indian military or like some kind of Asian military or something like that as well. That's doing like checkpoint stuff where it's like, and then obviously you'd probably have like an AR or something in there too for like one or two guys that want to have like, you know, longer range or longer ability to shoot like a rifle with somebody if they need to or something like that to stop somebody or whatever the case is there. But yeah, so basically be like your main like checkpoint dudes just being like, okay, you know, where's your papers kind of thing is what it is there. And it's as long as you're giving them their shit and being good to go, like you're fine to go through the checkpoints would be then. So but yeah, it says state of the armed forces for security forces, military personnel who look for a machine pistol with exceptional accuracy and reliability. It says the exceptional machine pistol boasts a 5.5-inch barrel length and a 9mm caliber, delivering unparalleled accuracy and precision. Its overall length measures 22.8 inches with stock extended. Jesus, dude, so only 2 feet. Wow, not even 2 feet actually. It's like well under 2 feet for that matter. And 19.7 inches with stock retracted, so like a 1.5 feet basically. That is really short, dude. Jesus. It says the weight of just 5.3 pounds of that magazine, so it'd be more than that. It'd be like probably like 6 or 7 pounds of the mag, and then making it lightweight and easy to handle. It says Taurus. JD Taurus T9 machine pistol. Features a fire selector that allows for safe, semi-automatic, and automatic firing modes, so full autos would it be then, giving shooters the versatility they need to handle any situation. His magazine holds up to 32 rounds, providing ample firepower when it's needed most, which that looks like a 33-round Glock stick, honestly, dude, or at least a fake version of it, because it's only 32 rounds or whatever the case be, which I assume you could hold Glock mags if that'd be the case in it then, that are 33 rounds, or even like a 50-round drum for that matter. So yeah, you could basically have somebody over there rocking this bullshit with fucking, instead of having the long ass stick there is what it is. They could legitimately have like a 50 or 60-round drum in there if that be the case then. And by the way, that's one reason why you'd want to have those kind of things in the market. Bernie Marino would be for that reasoning. You know, whether it be a 50-round drum, 100-round drum, whatever the case be, it's because you'd want to have that extra capacity is what it is there to deal with that kind of shit. You know. I specifically am calling out Marino's ass because he's fucking wants to pull that anti-gun shit about 5 years ago is what it was, and now you got everybody basically blowing the dude because he's trying to defeat Sherrod Brown here, but they're both scumbags, dude. I don't want to vote for either one of these assholes. I'm sure I shouldn't have voted for Sherrod Brown, I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, Marino's just as much of a fucking anti-gun sack of shit, basically. Worst thing he ever did was get Trump's endorsement, honestly, on that one, dude. Anyway, it says crafted from the hard anodized aluminum 7075 T6. The upper and lower parts of the machine pistol are built to last. Upper section boasts a flat top rail, which is the 1913 Picatinny rail, there's what it is, making it capable with a wide range of sights. You could also put obviously a dot or something on there if you need to, like right in the middle. Here's what it is. So matte black Cerakote finish ensures that the pistol is both durable and stylish. JD Taurus T9 machine pistol is also equipped with a retractable buttstock that can be adjusted to 6 positions, providing shooters with the comfort and control they need to achieve their goals. If you're looking for a high-performance machine pistol that delivers exceptional accuracy, power, and reliability, the JD Taurus T9 is a perfect choice for you. I wish we could have this, man. I wish we could have this in America, but fucking goddamn fucking bullshit. We can't have that because it's got select fire on it, dude. Now, granted, if this was just like, you know, safe semi-auto, I'd still rock the shit out of it, dude. For real. So, I really, really would, honestly. Because it is fucking cool like that. And like I said, when you actually look up this company, though, like the first thing that they have on there is that long ass rifle is what it is, dude. So I'm assuming that's a thing that they're gonna make at some point here. It'll be that longer rifle. I actually like that handgun on it quite a bit, honestly. And then that weird mag is just weird, but yeah, it's kind of cool though in some ways. But yeah, so you got that, and you got the fucking T4, and we got the 13+1 TS9C, which is that almost looks more like a mix between a Glock and a Taurus, for that matter. It looks like it's like the frame is like a Glock or a dagger top or something like that, and then the bottom would be like, what was that one they used to make that was the TH9? That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's like a TH9 frame or whatever the case be, and it's like a Glock top almost under something, dude. That is a weird port though on there. It just looks too small or too big. I'm not sure which. It's really bothering me though, because I can't figure out which one it is. So, but yeah, it seems like that's what they're making. That's what it is here, so that's cool. But anyway, trying to see if it says here for security. Okay, so that was all four of those guns for the security forces side. So we got civilian side. Let's check out the civilian side right now. Okay, so this is what they're making for civilians. Then if that be the case over there in India, then. So we got what looks like a weird ass Beretta clone in 32 ACP, and then basically a Taurus Taurus revolver in some kind of 325 caliber. I'm not even sure what the fuck that caliber is. What the hell even is that caliber? I feel like there's equivalent to something with that be the case, man. Let me check this real quick. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm retarded. It's a 32 Smith & Wesson. Okay, so they're about 32 is what it is then. Yeah, they're about some kind of 32 is what it is then. Yeah, that's just weird. So you got the semi-auto though. It's like what did I see here? It was a 7. How did they say it wasn't that capacity now? Oh, it's a 12+1 then. Okay. So you got like little Taurus Beretta clone there is what it is. Which, by the way, for those who don't know, that's how Taurus actually got their start, was making Beretta clones, because they had the original. They bought out the machining from Beretta back in, like, I think it was the late 70s, early 80s, someplace in there. And then they started making Beretta clones. So that's what they've been known for like, 40 something years now. So it makes sense that you have another one that's kind of Beretta clones. What looks kind of like Beretta clone-ish is what it is, though. I would totally buy this gun, by the way, if it was on the US market, except I would want it in something like 9 at least. Because I wouldn't want it like, or minimum of 380, I think, is honestly the better choice on that one, because it is more of a 380 gun, honestly. But yeah, I would never buy it in 32 though. It's just, nah, just seems weird. I'd also be more inclined to get the stainless steel version, because I think this one looks cooler, honestly, because it's like obviously the black is okay looking, right? Like it's like black on black basically, but I like the pop of the stainless steel, and then like the black grips on them is what it is. The sweet ass like Taurus bull emblems and stuff. That looks fucking cool as shit, honestly. So, anyway, but yeah, that's the way I feel about the whole thing, man. So, but yeah, it's cool you have the people in India being able to defend themselves now is what it is. It seems like that's cool, man. Cool. So. Huh. There's apparently a new Taurus revolver being made this year, too. A SHOT Show called the Taurus Deputy. Single action revolver. That's cool. Well, it looks like they're probably trying to get in the revolver game for, what would that be called now? 3-gun cowboy is what it is. I'm not so sure that's what it's actually called, but it's like the cowboy shooting is what it is, though. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, though. They were getting into that deal with them people is what it is then. So I'm a little bit confused. Like, obviously, you guys know that I'm like not huge into ARs or whatever the case be. I have very minimal knowledge when it comes to that kind of firearms. What it is then, I have even less knowledge about suppressors and stuff like that is what it is, because I don't own one, because fucking government is what it is then. But I don't really understand this thing. It says SN ACH Gen 2 suppressor normalized ambidextrous charging handle. So is that to like disperse the gas better or what? Because I know that's what probably is. Because I know it's like when you have the suppressors and stuff, it builds like gas up or whatever the case be. Then somewhere maybe that's what it's supposed to do. Then yeah, it's just weird, dude. It also looks super fucking weird too, for that matter. Like it almost looks like some weird like forky grips or something like that on the side of it there, dude. Not a fan of the look of that, honestly, at all. So anyway. And of course, I got Chicago sues Glock over illegal manufacturing modification stuff. That was from March of this year. Fucking douchebags. So, 22 ARC. What the fuck even is that cartridge? Just saw the CMMG version of this gun. What the hell is 22 ARC anyway? I've heard of 22 mag. What the hell is 22 ARC? Why is there no Wikipedia for this? Or why am I not finding Wikipedia for this? Let me see here now. Okay, here we go. This is a firearms company here. Yes, I'm over 18, you fucking idiots. Let's see. 22 ARC, or Advanced Rifle Cartridge, brings exceptional power and performance, elegance packed into a compact cartridge. Fits to an AR-15, but is equally at home in a bolt action by utilizing the new 62 grain ELD VT bullet. The 22 ARC brings exceptional performance that rivals the 22-250. Okay, so it's like a 22-250, but an AR platform. Okay, that makes more sense then. So it's not quite a 22 long rifle then. That's still weird as fuck though, by the way. Let's see here now. So 22 ARC was engineered to use modern high BC bullets. Designed the cartridges chamber in unison, provides consistent accuracy, great velocity spreads, outstanding shooting performance. Cartridges are a result of careful and meticulous design following the same proven methodology as the high acclaimed 6mm ARC. Okay, so it's basically a rip off of that then, I guess. Yeah, it seems stupid though, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. Trying to see if fucking Hornady actually shows me the ammo. Here's what it is. Okay, so it does look super fucking weird then. That's what I thought. Yeah, it's basically a 22-250 variation is what it sounds like. So it looks like this fucking weird shit right here is what it is then. Where it's almost, it actually reminds me of like a 5.7, truthfully speaking, with the way that that's like a neck cartridge and stuff. Then it's like a smaller version of an AR-15 round. So it'd be a smaller version of 5.56 what it is then, with like a 5.56 bullet in this, I guess, honestly, on that one. Yeah, super weird. Super weird. I don't know. I'm not a fan of those niche calibers like that, dude. I never have been. I mean, I get it, right? Like, I understand, like, if you're gonna go, like, I don't know, like hunting or something like that for, like, I don't know, gators or some shit in the Louisiana outback and stuff like that, like swamps and shit. Like, maybe you'd want something like that, but I don't know, bro. It just seems like, you know. Yeah, it just seems like very to me in general. I'll tell you what looks slick as hell, though, honestly, going back to the AR stuff, dude, is this badass looking fucking rifle right here. The upper for this whole thing, this Loth AR announces complete uppers with 1 1.8 twists barrels. I like that fucking guard a lot, dude. Like I actually love that handguard legitimately. Except I wish it was a little bit longer, honestly, so it was closer to like the front of the barrel and stuff like that. But I do like the look of that. It looks real sleek and shit, dude. The only thing I'd be missing would be like an oversized charging handle stuff by default is what it is then too. But yeah, that would definitely be the kind of rifle I would build out though for sure. Except in this case, I wouldn't want to have that stupid ass birdcage on the front of it. I don't know why. I just don't like the birdcage is what it is, dude. Like my personal preference, I do not like the A2 flash hider, things like that. I would prefer like a linear comp or a fucking like some kind of other compensator for that matter. And it's mostly to do with my arthritis and shit like that is what it is. Because with the regular, you know, flash hiders and stuff like that and the A2 grips and shit, like it just doesn't function for me, honestly, dude. So that is a sweet looking deal, though. Okay, so they actually have two different versions of this one then. So you got get James Reeves' dumbass off the fucking screen there. So you got that one that's like obviously like a Magpul version or whatever, or not Magpul, M-Lock version of it. Then you got like the weird little retarded ass key mod version down here, which is so stupid, by the way, because that's the one thing with key mod, dude. They lost so fucking hard to the M-Lock rails and stuff so many times ago is what it is. That's actually the one reason why I would never buy Bear Creek Arsenal stuff is because they still use the fucking key mod garbage ass manufacturing stuff. There's what it is, dude. When it's like, bro, like when you like seriously, if I go to Amazon right now and I start looking up like AR parts on there and stuff, dude, you can find like 100 things that are fucking key mod stuff for like every one or two things that are some kind of fucking, or sorry, you can, yeah, I think I said that wrong. You can find like 100 versions of stuff that are all M-Lock stuff, and you can find like for every 100 versions of that stuff, you find like maybe one or two at most that are fucking key mod bullshit. Because it doesn't exist on the market is what it is, dude. It just doesn't. Almost everything is M-Lock designed because, shocker, M-Lock won the contract with the U.S. military like 20-something years ago is what it was then. And that's why it's always been that way now for the last 20, 30 years, whatever the hell it's been now. So, I know Matt was talking a lot of shit on this gun too last night. Going back to Bear Creek actually for a minute here. He was talking a whole bunch of smack about this bufferless upper and stuff like that here was what it is. Or bufferless gun is what it is there. I don't know. I don't mind it personally. I can get this screen there. I don't mind this gun, honestly. It is a little bit short, like I said. It reminds me very much of that other one we were talking about a minute ago, that JD Taurus company we're making together is what it is there. And I feel like this is honestly what I call like a ghetto blaster, which is basically it's going to be used in like various hood street fights and stuff like that. That's what it is, dude. So, because obviously you can do the back of it there and make like a cool little, what you call it. It's got the side charger obviously on it. So, I'll tell you what this reminds me of without like anything on it right now. It reminds me a lot of that Keltec, the 33 round 22 that they have. Yeah, it reminds me of that thing. Except in that case, that actually has a charging handle right on the back of it there, and not like fucking side charger what it is then. So, yeah, it does look a little funky, honestly, and I think it's a little bit short, honestly, because that is a very, very short barrel on that one. But again, like, this is not for, like, here's my thing. Like, this is my sort of rebuttal to Matt is what it is there. Is he was talking about, why don't you just get another gun that's like, 5-6 inch barrel, whatever the case be. It's like, well, that's the thing, right? Like, not everybody wants like, 20 different handguns is what it is, dude. Maybe some people want something like this is what it is. And the thing is, if somebody wants to build an SBR or something like that, maybe that's what they want. Here's what it is, man. Is to make something like that. Or maybe they want to do something else for that matter, where it's like, a pistol brace or something like that. So, and the thing is, maybe they just don't want, something that's going to be whatever is what it is there. Now, granted, that is a 9mm, obviously, so it will be. It's not like it's going to be 5.56 or whatever the case be, but that could be an interesting home defense gun for that matter too as well on that one. So I don't know. It's interesting, man. It's interesting. Actually, even looking at the way that Bear Creek presents at the bottom here, it looks even more interesting because you got the actual magnet then. That looks just a regular 17 round Glock mag or something that's in there right now, dude. So yeah, I could see that being having like a 33 round stick or something like that is what it is there. Which I'm not even gonna lie, dude. How they outfitted this shit with like a fucking dot here and then it's like a fucking flashlight thing. Like, get the hell out of here, people. Like, that's so fucking dumb. But by the way, for those interested in what I was talking about with the that Taurus one though, with the hand stop thing, whatever. This is what I'm talking about right here on this one, where it has right at the front there is what it is, where you put your, I think it's your finger around the front here is what it is, like your index finger, and then you put the rest of your hand like behind is what it is there to make like a hand stop kind of deal there is what it is. And that's exactly what you would need on those Taurus machine pistols and stuff like that is what it is there, man. Would be something like that for the, Indian military or whatever the case be, or Indian, civilian forces, whatever it is there, kind of people is what it is or something, dude. So, but yeah, there is that. So, I like it though. I think it looks pretty interesting. So, Practice time. Liberty Ammunition introduces new steel plate and range loads. That's cool. That's cool. Let's see here. Those are some fucking weird looking ammo loads, bro. That is a fucking weird looking bullet on that ammo, man. I'm not even gonna lie on that one. Yeah, that's a super weird looking bullet on that. Yeah, let's see. It said, if you're looking to go shooting at the range, but your local target practice Emporium is fussy about the use ammo you use, Liberty Ammunition has a solution depending on what you're shooting. It says Florida-based ammunition manufacturer has just announced its new steel plate and range rounds, but at this point, they're only available in 2 calibers. So the steel plate and range series uses frangible projectiles, so basically they break apart on impact is what it is there, intended to reduce the chances of dangerous ricochets. Said bullets used are intended to break into smaller pieces upon impact, which lessens the danger of being struck by a single high energy slug as it ricochets around. It says increasingly, frangible projectiles are becoming a requirement at some ranges, particularly indoor ranges, and especially in, quote, shoot houses. Never heard of a shoot house before. What the fuck even is that, dude? Says, or other tactical training facilities that replicate real world structures. Okay, that makes more sense. So a shoot house would basically be what the probably most likely like cops and shooter training in is what it is, or no, like I don't know if you guys remember that show. What the hell was that series called now? The Terminal List, where they were showing the one guy who was played by Jock Courtney. I think that's what that guy's name was, if I'm not mistaken. Where he was supposed to be some like security forces guy or whatever the case be, and he was like doing like some stack shit or whatever with some other dudes is what it is there. It's kind of like that, I think, honestly. It's like a shoot house where it's basically you're in like a place where you're like training and stuff like that kind of deal is what it is, so that way you're not like shooting into something and then it turns into a fucking situation of you like dying because you're about to like get shot with like some projectile or whatever in the back is what it is there. Yeah, let's see. When you look up the term shoot house, Call of Duty pops up here is what it is. Yeah, it's a shoot house multiplayer map featured in Call of Duty. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, like I said, I think that's what it is. It would be like a training facility, basically, like that you would outfit and shit. So it makes sense to like have them, break an impact. And it makes sense why it looks such a weird bullet too, because it would be frangible to where it would like break into pieces and whatever the case be or something. Or like snap into like 20 pieces or whatever the case be when it impacts and shit. So yeah. Anyway, so to that end, it seems new Liberty Steel and Plate ammo lineup is marketed towards law enforcement along with the usual civilian customers, and it currently only comes 2 calibers commonly used for tactical and self-defense firearms. It says Liberty Steel Plate and Range is available in 9mm and 223 and is designed to allow law enforcement and government agencies the ability to practice on steel with similar recoil to the Liberty Overwatch ammunition. Velocity of this ammunition is reduced to also extend the life of the plates by reducing their damage. Makes sense. Especially if you have like 500 people shoot at a fucking plate or something like that. It says law enforcement agencies can purchase the ammo from the retailers or directly from Liberty Ammunition. Consumers can access it from retailers at the Liberty online store. So that's cool. I'm going to check to see the price on this shit. I'm not going to mention the prices, obviously, but I'm going to check to see what it actually is here, though. Huh. How the fuck many rounds is that supposed to be? Jesus Christ, dude. Whew. That is not cheap, that's for sure, for the 9mm on that anyway. Man, that fucking AR ammo is even more expensive. Shit, I paid less than that at my local shop, dude, by about a third, probably, I think, give or take. Yeah, talking about like, Jesus, dude. Yeah, 9 mil is almost a George Washington, and the 223 is like a George Washington and a half, basically, is what it is. So, yeah, that's not cheap, bro. Not cheap at all, for that matter. So, one thing I do appreciate with some of these companies, though, and well, I guess I would say appreciate, but also hate at the same time, is you're actively cucking to government tyranny, number one, but then you're also producing something that, technically would allow people to carry, is what it is then. Because you have like these safes right here that are handgun safes for, carrying like a lockbox for TSA approved bullshit, is what it is there, which again, fuck the TSA in general. It shouldn't exist right now in this country at all, for that matter. And yeah, just fuck the government entirely, is what it is, dude, for real. So, anyway. But yeah, that being said, I think that's kind of where we're at right now. Oh yeah, that's one thing I also wanted to mention. Matt mentioned this as well. His chat last night was how I guess UNEP, besides Bear Creek making that weird little like SBR basically is what it is, more or less. Like AR pistol is what it is actually. They're also making another pistol called the Grizzly, which looks like a ripoff between like a Glock and like something else. Actually, with this slide serration thing right here, it reminds me of like a dagger that has like one of those LTD fucking slides on it or something like that, dude. But yeah, I just don't see it being worthwhile, honestly, dude. Like, stick to what you're good at and just make a fucking gun. Like, just make AR-15s is what it is, dude. Like, why would you even want to get into the handgun market at this point? It's just like it's like Mossberg years ago. They got into the fucking handgun market after like decades and decades of making shotguns. It's like, why? Is it because you're trying to corner the market again or something like that? Is that what it is, dude? Like, yeah, it just makes no sense at all, for that matter. That being said, one thing I did appreciate, this is last thing I want to mention today, is what it is, which is going to be Smith & Wesson is now making a new version of the 1522, the one I had stolen years ago, which is literally, let's flip that off right now. Flip that off right now too as well. Which looks like this basically, and it has it's actually really nice because it's got the better stock on it, and then it's also got a better grip too, for that matter. And is roughly about the same price that my local is doing the regular ones for it now. So yeah, I like that thing a lot, actually. This is by the way, for those interested, this is an excellent training gun if you want to do like cheaper stuff in 22 and shit, dude. Comparing it to your 5.56s. That being said, the only caveat and downside of it is this is definitely a lot less weight to it than a regular AR-15 is. It's about half the weight is what it is. I think it's about 4 pounds, give or take, compared to like your normal 6 to 7 pounds or so. So, and yeah, needless to say, it's a good gun though. I like it a lot, dude. I love mine before it was swiped, honestly, by those two scumbag ass criminals. And I'd love to go get another one, honestly, right now. If I had the money, I would, but that buying the stuff for that second AR wiped my ass out this morning is what it was, dude. So, which kind of sucks. Hopefully I'll have some money again at some point here is what it is, and be able to buy some stuff then and do what needs to be done then, if that's the case then. But yeah, I like the innovation, obviously, but like I said, I'm not really a fan of the whole Bear Creek Arsenal handgun there is what it is, dude, mostly because it's like, especially when you have them, trying to get into a market that's already kind of saturated and stuff. So unless you're like specifically trying to compete directly with PSA and stuff, price wise for their daggers and shit, you're not gonna be able to compete at all, is what it is, man. But yeah, I guess according to this, it says Bear Creek Arsenal Grizzly will officially break cover on April 10th, but the company already has a bunch of information loaded up into their website. New pistol will come with a 20-degree grip angle that's stippled To help you control the pistol, textured on the lower frame also helps you lock your thumb in. And Bear Creek Arsenal says the Grizzly's design focuses on balance, providing stability that reduces recoil and muzzle flip, which is what I was having issues with my G3C the other day, actually, because it was like kind of flipping back on me a little bit to the point where I was like a little bit hesitant to shoot it, honestly, before I got my grip redone is what it was there. So, but anyway. So yeah, it said reduces muzzle flip. For more accurate successive shots. The slide is a window cut to cut down on weight and improve handling. Bear Creek Arsenal also made it easy to shoot the Grizzly more accurately by introducing an underbarrel slide. Underbarrel Picatinny rail, allowing the user to mount a laser or light, and there is an RMR cut, slot cut on the top of it for optic ready stuff. So that's cool. So they're going to try and compete with the sounds like them. Says it's from factory. Buyers have the choice of the 416R stainless steel barrel or the 4150 chrome with black nitrate finish. It's also the option to swap in one of Bear Creek Arsenal's titanium nitrate barrels or a threaded barrel that can handle a suppressor or compensator. It says Bear Creek Arsenal's barrels have a 1/2x28 thing, just like normal. That's what it is. Let's see. The Grizzly will ship with 2 17-round magazines. And Bear Creek Arsenal says the Grizzly is compatible with a vast variety of aftermarket parts, accessories, and holsters. It is certainly a very familiar looking design. And Glock Gen 3 products should mostly fit this pistol. Okay, so yeah, it's basically they're going to compete with the Taurus. What it is then, dude. Okay, they didn't say what the MSRP on it is, but they did say it's going to be affordable for all shooters, basically, and it'll be April 10th, so it'll be this coming Wednesday is when they'll actually drop the price on this. Is what it is then, probably. So, like I said, I'm assuming they're going to try to compete pretty heavily with the PSA Dagger, if that be the case then. So, I don't know, man. Like, if I was going to buy, I don't know. That's the hard to say, right? Like, if I was going to buy, like, one of those two guns right now, if I had the money and stuff, like, would I wait and buy this when it comes with, like, 2 17-round mags? Or would I just simply go to, like, PSA and just, like, you know, get the best deal I possibly could on their site and just get a dagger and stuff like that has, like, you know, 10 mags with it or something like that, dude. And, like, some kind of crazy deal or something. And honestly, I think I'd probably go with PSA on that one, if I'm going to be honest with myself. Just because it's like, yeah, why wouldn't I go with that one right now where it's like, you know, you got a bunch of people buying these already is what it is, man. It's like, why wouldn't I just buy one too, you know, kind of thing. So, I don't know. It just feels very, like, to me, you know what I'm saying, man? Like, it definitely just feels like very, like, yeah, just feels very, very, like, to me, you know what I'm saying? So let me see what their price on some of this stuff is right now. Yeah, because unless they're, like, honestly, I'm going to say it like it is, dude. Unless Bear Creek is going to come in at, like, a price that's basically, like, around that price of, like, a Taurus, I don't think you're going to compete with PSA, dude. I just don't see them doing that right now. Not to mention, I've heard a lot of stuff about Bear Creek actually having their shit built by a bunch of illegals in this country, so I don't really trust them on that one, is what it is either, for that matter, because I've heard a lot of stories about that one over the last couple of years. But how it's like a bunch of people that have, like, very questionable ability to even be in this country legally is what it is, building their fucking guns for them is what it is then. So it's like, yeah, I'm not okay with having a bunch of illegals assemble my shit, dude, is what it is. So, but yeah, I'll tell you what, I would say, honestly, the only difference between the Taurus and this one, though, is that it's got to be that trigger. Honestly, like, their trigger looks like it's slightly better, honestly, on this one, dude, for this Bear Creek one. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple of these pictures right now, and we'll look at this trigger more is what it is then. Yeah, because this trigger actually seems like it's more towards like what the G3C has in it or something like that is what it is there, comparing to. Let's see if I can pull this up right now. Yeah, this Bear Creek has more of a like G3C trigger to it there, where you have like little, like it's a flat face almost what it is there, compared to PSA that has that weird little hinge trigger that's more like the original version of I'm trying to remember what that gun is, like a Smith & Wesson gun, I think is what it was or something. And that's why a lot of people don't like that hinge trigger is what it is there. So yeah, I could definitely see that being a factor of itself right there is what it is then. So I don't know, man. It's hard to say. But yeah, like, the under 400 bamboozled is what it is. Deal there with PSA and stuff, dude. Unless you're gonna go with like the under, 3 kind of thing to compete with like Taurus and shit with all your baked beans. I just don't see them being able to compete with that shit, is what it is. And like, if they try to, like, the quality's just gonna suffer like a motherfucker, so it'll be, dude. So I don't know, man. It just seems, yeah. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, honestly, but like at the same time, I'm just like, why, kind of thing, like why would you do that kind of thing is what it is there, So trying to see if they have any good deals here on PSA or not right now. So I will say, looking at some of these where it's just like the slide or whatever, obviously this is more of a couple of these ones on here, they're more like the Bear Creek one that has like the cuts and stuff in the windows and stuff like that's what it is there. These almost look more like they would be for competition anyway. They also got like what looks like suppressor height night sights is what it is then. So that's actually cool. They got a thing called an Advantage Arms, which is a conversion kit. Comes with the, let's see here. Yeah, so it got a barrel, a slide, a mag, and a range bag with that for the price they're selling it for. Here's what it is. That's cool, man. I like how it says 30-second installation. Well, not if you're that fucking guy from the ATF that's trying to be their firearms expert that can't even undo a fucking Glock, man. Would it take that guy like 5 minutes to try to put that thing apart, and he couldn't even do it, so he had to give up after like 14 tries or 16 tries, what the hell it was, and then go over the other one and like pull that thing apart, and they couldn't get back together after the fact. That's what it was then. It's like, good lord, buddy. Y'all pathetic as fuck, man. So, but yeah, that was too much, man, for real. So anyway, yeah, the only thing I dislike about that thing I was talking about with the that 22 conversion kit there is what it is it's only a 10-round mag, dude. Like, and that's what I'm saying, right? Like, why wouldn't I just go with a gun? Like, for instance, I don't know, like a fucking Taurus TX22. That at the end of the day, with the amount of the prices of these, the kit there is what it is, and with how much it would then cost to get like a frame and shit for that same thing, which is going to be roughly about the same price as a fucking TX22 or whatever, then, dude. Like, why wouldn't I just buy a TX22 is what it is then? Just kind of seems asinine to me, honestly, on that one, dude. So, yeah, I'd much rather just buy that as what it is then. But anyway. Huh, that's interesting. So you got a 24-round mag on this one. It is a Gen 5. Then we got 19 round, 17 round. There's a 40 and a 22 round capacity. That's not too bad. Although not really a fan of 40s, what it is. But then again, never really shot 40s, what it is either, for that matter. So I don't really give a fuck either way. So it's like, whatever. If that's what you want to go with it, man. Again, I'm not going to be one of these snooty dicks. It's like, oh, it's 9 mil or nothing, basically. It's like, no, if you want to fucking shoot 40, go shoot 40, dude. Like, more power to you on that one. But at the same time, it's like, don't be surprised when other people are going to be like, well, I only shoot 9 mil, So, anyway. I also find it funny when you look at all these single stage triggers and stuff like that are like a third of the price of an actual build, or like half the price of an actual build in a lot of cases. It's like, Jesus, dude. Holy fuck, dude. I was looking at one of these ambidextrous charging handles they have there. It's like a PSA branded one, or whatever the case be. It's literally like almost 4 times the price of the one I bought today from DTT is what it was. So, for the blind box one that I got there. Good Lord. Even the price of their CMMG conversion kit into a 22 was way more over expensive than the other one was that I looked at in the other site there. Man, they really are fucking overpricing shit. I mean, I get well, that's the problem too. When you think you're supposed to be budget and shit, then you're like, you're not, dude. So, bunch of BS is what it is, man. So anyway, I wish more companies would make those CMMG conversion kits, honestly, and not just CMMG is what it is, because they just corner the fucking market and then price it whatever the fuck they want to price it for is what it is then. Yeah, there's no way that this fucking charging handle is worth that much money that they're charging for this Geisley one either, for that matter, dude. Like, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. Like, you're paying for a fucking name at that point, dude. See, that's the biggest problem I have with that kind of stuff. It's like, no, at that point, you're just paying for the name of a fucking company in most cases, dude. Like, you're paying like the initial, like, you know, X number of dollars for the actual product is what it is. And then you're going to pay like 4 times that much for the fucking actual name brand is what it is then, where it's like, or I could just get a basic bitch one for like a fourth of that fucking price, dude, because I'm poor as shit, honestly. So, yeah, like that's what really bugs the hell out of me, honestly, dude. But yeah, like I said, it's that Bear Creek is actually pretty sweet, honestly, dude. Not even gonna lie. I like the trigger of it, obviously, and I like the look of it and stuff. So I don't know. It depends. If they can do a pretty good price on that, dude, like they would definitely be, even if they could compete against like PSA at like sort of the similar price point and stuff like that, I think maybe they could get some decent deal there is what it is then. So, but anyway, other than that though, I think that's pretty much what I'm at for the day is what it is. I got some stuff I gotta do, and then I'm gonna go take a much deserved night of sleep for a few hours what it is then. So then I will be back later, probably. I don't know if I'll do another stream tomorrow morning or afternoon or whatever the case be. I might just sit here and do some shit is what it is then. So, Jesus Christ, man. Shit is going fucking nuts on this dude. Huh. Well, that's pretty interesting. Apparently, Roxanne Perez was on Raw last night. That's cool. I doubt they'd have her go right to Raw because she just won the fucking NXT Women's title Saturday night, what it was then. That'd be kind of silly, honestly. So. That's funny. Woke women put a sign on their house that said the land belongs to the natives and was stolen. When a bunch of people dressed up as natives showed up, they wouldn't let them in. Fucking dumbasses. Well, you get what you deserve, dude. When you act like a dumb motherfucker, you get treated like a dumb motherfucker is what it is there. Let's see, we got a teacher who gets pissed because kids keep taking down his Alphabet Mafia flag. That doesn't have any business being in the classroom to begin with, what it is, dude. Like, that's one thing I don't get either, by the way, is like, how are you going to let these fucking piece of shit pedophiles in our school system right now that are falsely going to be teachers in this country is what it is, be allowed to put up fucking any kind of flag? It's not the American flag, dude. It's a bunch of shit entirely, man. Huh. Yeah, some dude was explaining what's stopping one from having this many kids. It was a chick with like 10 kids or whatever. Well, I would say nothing except for the fact they're a bunch of third wave feminists and they're like, oh, but I just got to worry about my financial situation, all this other stupid bullshit like that. It's like, do you really think a bunch of illegals invading our fucking country to give a shit about fucking finances? No. They're going to breed like goddamn rabbits, and then they're going to outbreed our fucking country is what it is, dude. And then we wonder why our country's fucked right now is what it is, dude. You know, you wonder why you have a fucking Islamic population in places like Britain and the UK and stuff like that. That's like fucking 5 times what it should be right now when they've literally conquered the fucking land over there, man. You wonder why people like me are pissed off right now that you still have places like that have nuclear capabilities in our fucking war right now, dude, when they are literally about to be taken over by fucking Islam, and you're going to have Islam with fucking nukes in their possession, dude, is what it's going to be. You know, it's the exact same bullshit after South Africa, dude, with apartheid ending and stuff. The only good thing that the white people did at the time when they had apartheid in place was they de-nuked any nuclear capabilities they had at the time in South Africa there right before apartheid ended, so they didn't have fucking a bunch of black supremacists in charge of fucking nukes, dude. So it's like, for fuck's sakes, bro. Yeah, it's a bunch of shit entirely, dude. Huh. So you see, somebody said, what is going on with the grading scale in California? So you got A. To get an A, it's an 84 to 100%. B is 64 to 84%. C is 44 to 64%. D is 24 to 44%. And an F is 24% to 0. Yeah, so you're basically given failing grade. Oh my god, bro. I remember back, like, seriously, I remember back when it was back when I was in school, it was like, I think anything below like a 60 was, or anything below a 65 was an automatic F or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, here we go. Yeah, the original marking system, it was 95 to 100 was an A, 88 to 94 was a B, 80 to 87 was a C, 70 to 79 was a D, and 69 and below was an F. So, yeah, you're having California give a B to something that should be an F by 5%, and then C, D, and F are all Fs. For fuck's sakes, man. They really are just letting dumb motherfuckers back into our society is what it is, dude. Sorry, I just got mesmerized by some chick's ass is what it was. Not even gonna lie on that one. It was that girl that named herself Big Leto. She does have a huge ass, dude. I'll tell you that right now. Good lord. There's a fuck ton of junk in that trunk, dude. So anyway. Oh yeah, people were talking about shit ever shot at Talib fucking bitching and moaning a couple years ago. And you got her fucking Islamic terrorist scum in Michigan talking about death to America now and stuff. Fucking people. Bunch of motherfuckers in general, dude. Again, this is when we talk about DQs and the receipt of power in this country, dude. Rashad Tlaib shouldn't be in power, neither should Ilhan Omar, neither should people like fucking Ismail Muhammad or Marina Abdullah here in Ohio at a state level, etc., 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 etc. So, San Francisco supervisor Connie Chan got community noted in real life by a resident. That's funny. That's hilarious, dude. Yeah, the guy just holding up a giant ass sign that says "fuck you, bitch," basically, and like tells her what she did it wrong is what it is. Huh. MBS finger therapy allows to mentally perform arithmetic calculations just by using certain special finger combinations. That's weird. Sounds like some made up bullshit, honestly. So, I mean, it could be legit. Holy fuck, dude. Oh my god, bro. So imagine, if you will, you're in a tractor on your property, whatever the case be, in, who knows, Florida, I guess is what I'd say on that one. And you drive up and you see this big ass, gigantic fucking anaconda basically sitting there. Like, bro, again, this is why we need ARs with 100+ round drum magazines in them, Bram Marino. For shit like that, man, because nature is scary as fuck, dog. And I'm not going to be caught with my fucking pants down, having to go up against a goddamn giant anaconda that may not be dead from 99 rounds, is what it is, motherfucker. Like, I'm going to want to blast that thing to pieces, or hell, it could be there's multiple of those motherfuckers out there. It could be like that one, that's the one you see, and you got to kill like 3 or 4 of them out there, for God's sakes. You know, that's why you want shit like that, honestly. So, yeah, I like this one. Americans, where do my taxes go? And it's literally the fucking Animaniacs talking about like every other country. Fucking spot on, dude, on that one, for real. And we got only in Australia, you had some fucking kangaroo trying to fight you outside your window. That's funny. Dude, Rue's no joke, for real, man. Like, those big males are fucking aggressive as shit, dude. So, they some crazy ass fucking beasts for sure. Huh. Okay, I totally 100% thought that, because it says rate her look from 1 to 10. I totally thought it said something about the T-1000 or something like that when it was on there, dude, or T whatever the fuck that one was from like Terminator and shit like that, dude. Because honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, dude. This chick looks like a fucking like robot in disguise, basically. Like, what the fuck is that lip shit, dude? Looks like you fucking like tried to suck off a goddamn hose or something like that, dude. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna say negative 14, honestly, on that thing, dude, for real. Like, that bitch is ugly as fuck, man. It's like, ugh. Like, what the hell, bro? Let's see. New analysis. Grocery prices nearly 40% higher than they were in 2019. And that stupid bitch Janet Yellen's talking about, oh no, the American people are perfectly fine, y'all. We are totally good to go, man. It's like, no, we're not, you stupid fucking bitch. Quit your lying. Bunch of fucking liars, dude. Bunch of fucking scumbags is what it is, man. So, anyway. Huh. Somebody said explain what's happening here. So it looks like the guy has taken what appears to be asparagus shoots, I think is what it is. Dipping the one end in some kind of a water bowl and then shoving them directly into the ground. So I'm assuming they're planting them is what it is there. And it would be to make them grow, would be my assumption then. Because I know if you cut the stem, it's like a stem of asparagus or whatever, then they will grow like that's what it is. So, never been a fan of asparagus, by the way, because that shit's nasty. Ew. What the fucking... Jesus Christ, dude. Gross. People were talking about lice in this poor little girl's head there is what it is, dude. That shit is just that shit is just uncleanly as fuck, dude. Like, that's a parent doesn't give a fuck about their kid, man. That shit is nasty as hell, bro. Y'all fucked up, man. For those that want to see it, you can actually see it on my X page here is what it is, so. Huh. Apparently the Duracell battery thing you can actually stick into its own thing is what it is there and basically lock it back up together. Problem with that is, though, is that you can only do that with the first couple is what it is then, man. Then you get nothing after that is what it is then, so. Let's see. Star of sitcom Blackish claims Trump will put black people in camps if he's reelected and says his motherfucker is Hitler. Like, bitch, just shut the fuck up. Seriously, you're such a bunch of lying cunts, man. If he was really going to do that, he would have already done it, you dumb motherfuckers. Like a long, long, long ass time ago, dude. Wow. Dude, I really fucking hate Chonk Uger. I'd love to fight that guy at some point in my life. For real. Fucking retard Chonk Uger, the Young Turks, falsely claims that Jon Stewart, if he ran for president as a third-party candidate, would win flat out. No, he wouldn't. The guy is a leftist fucking prick and then some, bro. Jon Stewart is an anti-gun shitholer. He's a fucking child molester. He's a fucking piece of shit. You know what for the fucking leftist Hollywood assholes is what it is, man. You can go fuck himself is what it is for real. So, honestly, the worst thing ever happened was that guy who was like a state rep or state senator there in Oklahoma, I think is where it was at, and decided to sit down with Stewart, not have his fucking facts right then and there to like basically bust Jon Stewart's ass is what it was, dude, because he should have fucking annihilated that motherfucker in the debate and stuff he had with him is what it is. Instead, he wasn't able to do that stuff, and it's a bunch of shit, dude, entirely. And the guy looked like a fool in front of the whole thing because Stewart was basically ready to go, is what it was, with like a bunch of BS like facts, is what it was. And it was really facts per se. It was like a bunch of like BS leftist logic about gun rights and stuff like that, is what it was, dude. That seemed like it was facts, but it really wasn't. And the problem with that is that this guy had like no response to that stuff where he could have called him out on like 20 different things. That's what it is, man. Like, that's my thing, right? Like, I might be an okay debater myself, but like, I know what my strengths are when it comes to certain things. And if I don't have my shit like right then and there, dude, I'm not going to debate somebody about stuff. Because I probably could get owned is what it is then. And there's no reason to do that, honestly, dude. But anyway. Yeah, Lila Rose, woman who's known for being a pro-life chick on the right there is what it is, said she was talking about Trump's thing about leaving abortion in the states is what it is here, and she said, killing babies is always wrong. Trump is not pro-life candidate. He is far less pro-abortion than Biden, but he supports killing some preborn babies and will even make that his position in an attempt to get pro-abortion votes. Yeah, that's pretty fucking disgusting, dude. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and read the rest of this chick statement here because it does sound pretty interesting, honestly, what she's saying here. So, yeah, she said, Marco Cuomo was infamous for popularizing the framework for being, quote, personally pro-life but politically pro-choice. Says President Trump has taken this one step further by refusing to acknowledge the federal government's role in protecting life and by saying it should be left only to the states. Said while also saying he is undecided on how he would vote in November's abortion ballot question in Florida, which would allow the killing of children via abortion through all 9 months of pregnancy, which is what they pulled here in Ohio in an off-year election cycle last November is what it was, which only got it by 1 million votes because a bunch of leftist fucking turds should not have voting rights in this country, or the fucking piece of shit like 18 to 20-year-old retard females in these major cities that fucking took it over the mark because you had fucking asshole Bloomberg and Soros buy their fucking votes from us, what it is there, man. So anyway, so let's see here now. Yeah, said he wouldn't know how to vote in that whole thing. Said Trump tells voters to, quote, follow their heart on the issue, yet he doesn't know how he plans to vote in his own community. Is his heart so dark that he doesn't even know whether he himself plans to vote on the question of the legality of violently killing innocent children? That is appalling, says President Trump. Also says that abortion should come down to the, quote, will of the people. It is not right for democratic societies to vote on the fundamental rights of unpopular minorities. So there is, well, first of all, we're not democratic society. We're a fucking constitutional republic, Violet Rose. So there's that. She said there is no more unpopular minority today than preborn Americans. Said abortion is not about the, quote, will of the people. It's about respecting the human right that we are endowed by our Creator. Our rights come from God, not the government. Those rights do not change because of the circumstances of our conception. Children conceived in rape do not deserve to be killed. Children conceived in IVF do not deserve to be killed, frozen indefinitely, or subjected to lethal science experiments. She said President Trump's position also stands in opposition to the GOP platform, which has for decades advanced the idea that the federal government has a vigorous role in protecting children from abortion. The most recent GOP platform reads, Constitution's guarantee that no one can be deprived of life, liberty, or property deliberately echoes the Declaration of Independence's proclamation that all are endowed by the Creator with the inalienable right to life, which, by the way, that's exactly where Article 1, Section 1 of the Ohio Constitution also says stuff like that, and it's exactly why that bullshit that was passed last November is automatically fucking null and void on the spot, because it directly violates a 200-plus-year-old established fucking law in the state, dude, when it was founded. And the fact nobody's fighting on that, on legal grounds on that shit, is absolutely fucking ridiculous entirely, dude. It pisses me off that I don't have money to do it myself right now, because if I did, I would 100% already do that stuff, dude. I would have already filed many, many fucking lawsuits in the courts right now and had that fucking shit overturned immediately right now, so it is on the spot. So, anyway. Yeah, continues going on from there, and she's basically talking about, yeah, Trump can go fuck himself more or less. And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, Trump's worst enemy right now is Donald Trump. With these stupid ass stances he's making, he's costing himself voters at the end of the day, dude. Like, have some goddamn balls, man. Seriously. Take a fucking stand. You're gonna sit there fucking, 7 years ago and call yourself the most prolific president of all time, basically. Then fucking prove it, bro. Stand by fucking children who are still in the fucking womb digesting, dude. Admit that fucking abortion is goddamn murder. And tell these fucking cunts that are trying to use this conception to go fuck off is what it is, dude. Because that's the problem right now entirely. The entire thing of abortion, going back to the whole Roe versus Wade thing entirely, dude, it was supposed to be safe, legal, and rare was the biggest thing. It's not rare when you have stupid fucking cunts out there who are too lazy to use fucking birth control in the form of pills and stuff like that, or have a guy wear a fucking condom for God's sakes to stop pregnancy, or take fucking Plan B or whatever the case be, like a day or two later is what it is, or some shit. Instead, they'll sit there, wait fucking 4 or 5 months in, and be like, I had no idea I was pregnant, but now that I know I'm pregnant, let me go get a fucking abortion at 5-6 months in then or more. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And if you're gonna do that shit, then guess what? You should be fucking sterilized too, bitch. You're fucking tubes fucking down the spas what it is then too, for that matter. And I would say the same thing with the guys, for that matter. If you're gonna sit there and have a bunch of unprotected sex and stuff like that, dude, and you want to fuck around and do all that kind of shit, okay, cool, Antifa. Guess what? You're not gonna have a fucking ability to have kids anymore because you're gonna be fucking getting vasectomies, bitches. Like, seriously, that's what we need to do in this country, honestly, man, for real. It's like, you want to fuck around, dude, you're gonna be forced sterilized then. Fuck you. Kind of thing. And I'm dead serious when I talk about that shit, dude. It's like, you want to sit there and have 10, 12 fucking abortions, then you don't have fucking kids anymore, bitch. Simple as that. Simple as. Legitimately. So, anyway. But yeah, I'm fucking pretty much done with this whole shit is what it is, man. I'm so sick and tired of these fucking leftist pieces of shit, dude, in our country. Because they are legitimate scumbags is what it is, dude. And the thing is, like, I love how people were kind of grifted by Trump for that matter too, dude, because it's like, bro, the guy was a fucking leftist Democrat for like 60 fucking years. What the hell do you expect his stance to be on this kind of shit? He just wants votes is what it is, dude. He wants to get reelected into fucking office is what it is, which, by the way, he shouldn't even have to be, because he should already be fucking president in this country is what it is, for God's sakes. He won legitimately in 2020. Biden's a fucking cheater. Trump should have declared an insurrection right then and fucking there, dude. And kept the fucking presidency on January 20, 2021. And he's still being in the fucking office right now is what it is then. So, anyway. Or sorry, I think I said declared martial law is what I meant actually to say on that one. Yeah, he should have declared martial law that day and fucking had Biden arrested for high treason and stuff like that. That's what it is, dude, for real. Same thing with Kamala Harris, etc., for being a bunch of damn cheaters, what it is. So, and if he had done his job back then, we wouldn't be fucking dealing with the shit right now and the crap ass economy that's going on right now currently. So, anyway. If it wasn't for a stupid Operation Warp Speed, I'd probably still be alive right now. So would two of my fucking uncles, for that matter, for God's sakes. And I'll leave it at that from that matter. So, wouldn't have to be looking to sell my boy at home right now because of these fucking clown ass bitches and their stupid ass bullshit. But yeah, needless to say, I'm pissed right now is what it is, dude. Just across the board in general. I don't think I'm the only one, man. But I don't know, man. Hopefully things will change. I don't know. I was kind of secretly hoping that in the past like 12 to 14 hours or so that this country would have kind of crumbled though, but again, there's always tomorrow. So or Thursday or Friday or Wednesday even for that matter. So you never know, man. It could always fall apart in the next couple of days what it is here. I doubt it will though, but you never know, man. There's always that chance. There's always that chance. So who knows? But anyway, that's about it for today, though. I think I'm gonna head out to bed here in a couple minutes, then, and then go from there, and we'll figure some stuff out from there. So it'll be and do some things in the morning and what have you. So, oh god. I think I got bit by a mosquito earlier because my fucking cousin let him in the house by leaving that damn door open, is what it was last night. Fucking irritating. Oh, shit. Let me figure this out now. Let's go to the 24-hour shield, I guess. Yeah, put on these 23-hour shields, 24-hour shields. So we got a day between now and tomorrow then, so that's not bad at all. So it's the only good thing about having the 124-hour shield that was given to us in game, is I could use it now is what it is then. Which I could have just gone 2 12-hour shields, and that would mean I have to wake up at like by 12 this morning is what it is then, and then have to deal with that super bullshit is what it is then, so I don't feel like doing that is what it is, so I'll just simply pop my 24-hour shield is what it is then. Since I don't have the 2,500 rubies right now on any of the accounts to actually get a 3-day shield going on, so I totally just dropped my fucking. There it is. So I dropped my mouse as what it was there, which wasn't good, obviously. It's funny that I'm hitting these right as soon as they proc. Basically, it's like no in betweens, baby, no in betweens. So anyway, but yeah, we're actually pretty close to finally getting my main account all the way to 5K is what it is right now, which will be, or not all the 5K, but all the way to the T10 that needs to be done from the other one then, which will be, and eventually need 5K worth of the flasks, what it is then, so which we only have, I think it's like about half of that right now, give or take. So hopefully at some point we'll have the rest. It won't be an issue then, but who knows. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24. I'll tell you one thing too, by the way. I was trying to watch that Man in the High Castle show a couple months back now, when Mom was still on the earth is what it was. And that show is boring as fuck, man. Like, it really is, honestly. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that, like, half of the show is, like, this weird, like, Japanese storyline or something like that. Because it's supposed to be the way that that universe is set up is obviously Hitler and company won World War II is what it was. And then they basically split America in half, where they took, like, the eastern half or whatever Nazi Germany did, and then the other half was, like, the, people there. Mine is blanking on what I'm thinking right now. Jesus Christ, what is that fucking word now? They were the not Allied forces, Japanese forces. That's what it was. And it's basically them together and working for like a common goal kind of thing, or whatever there. And you have all these folks who are legitimately doing all kinds of shady shit and stuff, is what it is. And then they're basically, you got like Japan on one side and you got everybody else on the other side, is what it is there. And they're working on doing their own things or whatever. And then you got like this chick and this dude basically trying to figure stuff out in like this unoccupied land or whatever it is there in like Colorado or some shit, which is actually the best part of that entire storyline, which is sad to say, of that series. But like everything else is like not that great. Like Hitler's whole weird rise to power thing is just like odd in general. And then you have just like a bunch of other odd stuff too, for that matter, in that series that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense for how it would happen or whatever the case be, or how it would go down or something like that. So yeah, it's just very, very like just strange, just very strange. And yeah, then of course you have like I said, you got Colorado doing their thing, whatever the case be, and then you got, it's like the Japanese storyline, whatever that exists there is what it is, and it's like it's actually really dumb because it's a waste of time, honestly. And then it's like one of these shows that also forces you to like read your fucking entertainment then, which I really fucking hate, honestly. Like that's like the worst part of the Inglourious Basterds movie, was that whole thing, was them being like, oh, you have to like read what the fuck they're saying, here's what it is. And it's like, the hell I do, man. I'm here to be entertained, motherfucker, not do work, you know? So yeah, if the show or the movie that I'm watching is not in English, I usually won't watch it at all, is what it is, unless there's like I was watching that it was a series that lasted for 3 seasons called War of the Worlds from like 2019 or whatever, which actually wasn't bad. And I tried to watch it previous to this, but then the problem was like half of it was in like French or some other language I didn't understand at the time or whatever. They didn't have the subtitles that would actually read is what it was then. So I just didn't watch that part of it or whatever then. And now I'm going back and rewatching. It's actually a way better story because of that, because you can actually have the storyline there is what it is, and have the closed caption thing in English is what it is then. So, which is not too bad though. There's not too much of that going on in that series. It's like a couple episodes here and there is what it is, where you got some of like, a couple scenes here and stuff where these chick and this guy are talking in like French or whatever the hell it is then. So it's not too bad overall, but it's definitely, the rest of it's actually a really good story though, for the most part. And I will say, like, it's very interesting how they interpret like the Second Amendment in that show, dude, because it's kind of funny that the guy who ends up with a bunch of firearms in it is basically some criminal motherfucking migrant guy that's an ex-child soldier and stuff like that. And it's like, come on, man, kind of thing. So, but yeah, I think I'm going to go back and probably finish watching that. And if that be the case, in a couple minutes, here's what it'll be. So, and that's where I'll be at for the night. Then I'll probably watch like an episode of that or whatever the case be, and then go to sleep after that, if that be the case then. So, but yeah, other than that, though, that's where I'm at for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been all kinds of good stuff. And I will see you all in the morrow, hopefully. And we maybe do another chat tomorrow. I'm not really sure. It all depends exactly what I have going right now, dude. If I got some stuff going on, if I need to do some stuff, whatever the case be. But yeah, most likely it'll be something where I am just chilling for the day or whatever the case be. And then we'll do some stuff from there. And I might not watch that episode at all. I might just watch something from that What Looks Beneath guy is what it is there, because he was doing stuff last night about military. That was about a half-hour episode of his little weekly show. There's what it is he does and stuff. So I might just watch that guy's thing and then go to sleep after that. That'd be the case then. So, and then talk to people about why Geisley charging handles are like way fucking overpriced is what it is, man. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Like it has to be the fucking name brand is what it is, dude. Like you have to be paying like a crazy amount of money for the fucking name alone is what it is then. Because there ain't no way. There's no fucking way that that's worth anywhere near that kind of money, dude. Like it's just infuriating, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it definitely it does not feel right is what it is, dude. Like it feels like icky if you're buying that stuff for that kind of crazy ass price, man. So yeah, it definitely feels suspicious for sure if that be the case then. Where the fuck is everybody? Huh. I don't know if a bunch of our guys were murked out or what the fuck happened here. I just noticed a whole bunch of people were just gone now is what it is. Let's check our membership right now and see what's up. Okay, yes, they're there. That dude's on the other side. That dude's on the other side. That dude's on the other side. Other side, other side, other side. Okay, so it's like a bunch of our clan is just on the other side of the fucking aisle. Then if that be the case, then which makes sense, logically speaking. Interesting. Interesting for sure. Whatever. So be it. So anyway. But yeah, like I said though, I'll be back some point here. I know we're gonna do Honda's chat tomorrow night then, and that'll be fun. So it'll be an interesting time period then, and see what's going on there, and figure out what's going on over elsewhere is what it is then. And then obviously now that the eclipse stuff is over, hopefully nothing bad will happen after the fact here. But we always got World War III watch to look forward to right now, dude, because Biden's a dumb motherfucking tyrant, piece of shit, child molesting cheater is what it is. So anyway. But yeah, other than that, that's where I'm at for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Have a good one, y'all. Stay safe, stay vigilant, all that good shit. Because you never know if today is going to be your last day before you get black bagged by the tyrannical government is what it is then. So always be prepared, man. And never forget that so I'll see you guys later. Bye.